Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing good. We're finally back. As you guys can see, we're in the woods and it's freaking fully grown in. Like, if you take a nice look, everything's green now, no more winter. We are back in the woods and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm super excited for today. We got to go out into the woods, just wander around a little bit. We got to find the location where we built that little shack. If you guys remember, some of you may have watched that video, some of you guys haven't. I'll put a link down below if you guys do want to see part 1 to this video. We started building a nice little cabin or a little shed looking thing somewhere's in the woods over here. So today we have to go walk through these bushes. Now that it's fully grown in, I gotta somehow just walk through all those little trees, make my way through, find that shack. Hopefully it is still standing. When we started building this thing, the ground was still pretty frozen, so we didn't have the best like soft ground to do anchors to keep the wood from standing. So I'm hoping it's still standing. We're about to find out. I gotta get a couple of things from the truck, and then of course we gotta head out, start hiking down, find this thing, and if it did fall over a little bit, we're just gonna put the logs back up, get them nice and anchored down. Now that the ground's soft, we'll be able to dig some holes. So you guys stay tuned. I also bought some tarps for the roof, so we're gonna make this thing nice and weather tight, and then you'll actually be able to spend some couple of nights in this place, which we'll probably do in future videos. Instead of just standing here talking, I'm gonna go put a couple of stuff in my backpack, get the saw, get everything ready, and then we're gonna head out. So you guys stay tuned, give me a couple minutes, and then we're gonna get walking and see if we can find exactly where we built this structure. Okay, well, I see it. I do indeed see it. Bear with me here, I'm not gonna lie, not much of it is standing anymore. We have had pretty brutal wind around here, so I'm not surprised it's standing since we couldn't anchor anything down. Everything pretty much collapsed. I'm gonna show you guys as we get closer here, but oh boy, we got some work to do today, so you guys stay tuned. This is gonna be an exciting video. Well, yeah, it doesn't really look like a shelter anymore like it should have. So we got quite a bit of work to do. As you can see, everything fell down. Well, the back wall over there is still kind of standing halfway, so that's good, I guess. But hey, we're gonna go strap down, get the roof back on, and then we're gonna get working. We're gonna stack all the walls up. We're gonna be able to anchor everything down properly now since I can dig into the ground. It's not all frozen, so it should look a lot better once it's back up. So let me go put everything back up together, and then I'm gonna catch up with you guys when we're back at the point that we left off in the last video. So well, it's been about an hour and I got it roughly back to where it was. I got the walls up, I got the back wall. I changed a couple of things around, so I can't get this wall to stay too well. There's too many roots on the bottom because I decided to build this beside fully grown trees like an idiot that I am. But whatever, so I can't get it fully anchored. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this into a window and then this into a window as well, since I can't get the wall any further that way. But since I finally got this thing somewhat back in place, we got to get the tarp up, we got to get this roof onto this thing. First step, we're going to dig out the entire bottom, and then we're going to get a tarp onto the bottom. After that, we're going to do the roof, and then we'll try to seal off the walls. You ready to check this out? I would say I dug about 6 inches down, which is absolutely nice. Hang on. Okay, so you come in, one of the logs fall over, yes I know, but anyways, you come on in and check out the freaking bottom now, boys. Look at that, just nice level, everything's nice and sandy, and boom. I would say I dug about 6 inches down all around, so now even when I stand here, like, the roof is gonna be way higher, I don't know if you can see, but way higher than my head since I dropped it 6 whole inches, which is absolutely sick. And yeah, now that if I touch the ground, it's so nice and cold from the ground as well. So if you put that tarp over and you come in here midsummer, it's always gonna be nice and cool air coming from the ground, which is absolutely fantastic. Anyways, that's what the freaking bottom looks like now. Boom, it's nice and beautiful. There's no roots, no branches, no nothing in the way, so you'll be able to lay down and not have a bunch of stuff poking you in the back. Check it. Okay, look at this. We got that all nice and nicely backfilled, looking good. That's gonna be my bottom anchor pretty much. So it's gonna be able to hold these logs from collapsing. So the next part is to indeed get the roof up. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna take the tarp from the front, chuck it over the back. Hopefully it's long enough. Okay, bear with me here. Check this out. You walk on in, boom, no more freaking bubbles or whatever. I tightened it all along the back here. I'll come and show you. Look at that. It's just a nice whoosh down straight, and then it's just tacked down all the way through the back. So it doesn't look the best in the back, I will admit, but we are now gonna go take a bunch of logs and chuck them on top for a roof so that you can't see the tarp as much, and then it should kind of look more like a little shack that you can stay at, which is absolutely awesome. So yeah, you come on in. Oh, it's so nice in here. Boom. You got some head space now that you're 6 inches down onto the ground, further dug. I still haven't put the tarp in here. I'm working on the roof right now because I want to get that all done. So yeah, it's nice and cozy actually. It's a pretty nice little place. So, okay, you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna go and build the roof real quick, chuck all the logs on top, and then after that, we gotta come in here and do the inside. So it's getting exciting. We're getting close to being done. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna do to like close off this hole yet. But I don't know, there is a bunch of branches around, but I don't really want to go and kill trees. So yeah, we'll see. That might be for another day as well, just to close off those couple little holes. We might even just go get more clay and then stick them closed, but we'll see. For now, we're gonna get the roof done and we're gonna get the floor done. And then I still gotta build a door eventually anyway, so I'm gonna have to come back here one more time to get a door in place. But that being said, let's get that roof built. Okay, now we got all those nice logs up on the roof here, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, if you check that out, we just got some logs up there. Now in the future, if we want to go and cut a bunch of branches, we can chuck those on top too. Since if you do look here real quick, I don't know where it was anymore actually, but there was a couple of cracks somewhere in the tarp. But anyways, that being said, we got to get the ground nice and ready for whenever we come back, and then when on our way back, we're gonna bring a door as well, and this thing should be ready to be slept in. So you guys stay tuned. Let's get the bottom built real quick. So Allah boys, woo! Check that out. You come on in. My boots are a bit sandy, so there's sand on the tarp now, which is unfortunate. But hey, that is freaking awesome. The logs that are on the roof, they're pushing the tarp down quite a bit actually, so I might have to take some off, put on some longer ones, but for now, this is pretty damn good. For sure, no rain coming through the roof. We're gonna have to think of something to fill in all these cracks because I don't really want to go into there and cut down a bunch of branches right now because the ticks are just everywhere, like it's crazy. So I ain't trying to get in there. If it was more earlier spring, or I guess winter, then I would go and get a bunch of branches. But for now, I think we're gonna have to come up with another idea. Either dig down until we hit clay, because this is all sand and clay, so that would be an option, but then we'd have to get some branches to patch up these bigger holes. Overall, if it's not like raining super hard, you can already pretty much stay in this, which is sick. If it's like hammering down rain, clearly it'll come in through the walls, but if it's just drizzling lightly, you can already stay in this place. I'm gonna show you guys how you do it. So welcome to my house, everybody. Let me show you guys a quick tour over here of what I do and where I sleep and where I eat. Well, it's all in the same place, but check it out. Okay, so you come in through the door, which isn't built yet, but soon will be. And then when you're inside, it's just nice and cozy. You gotta make sure you don't hit your head. I'm definitely gonna have to fix these logs. But then you come and you go, you lay down, you got yourself some beautiful leg room. Boom, you put your head down. You can imagine having a pillow right here. And then you can have another guy sleeping right beside you if you just move on over into the corner. But boom, if you had a pillow, a sleeping bag, and then you do have decent leg room here as well, you can pretty much extend your legs all the way. So it's nothing crazy, it's not too big, but if you had to spend a night or two in here, it would be absolutely doable. And then that's pretty much all it is just a nice little sleeping area for if you're out in the woods. And it's so nice and cool, all that cold air coming, or cold ground cooling off your back. So after hard days of work like today, feels good to lay here actually, which is absolutely awesome. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. As you guys can see, we got a couple more things to do. We got to seal up the holes and build a door. That'll probably just be a quick little project me and Benny swing by here for and do that quick if we ever do want to film a 24-hour or 48-hour challenge inside of this little thing. We'll just have to remember to bring a door and patch up all the holes. But that's pretty much what she ends up looking like. A little bit like a garbage bag, but hey, it's standing and it keeps you out of the rain. So that's all we need for this guy here. And of course, if you guys enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to see us build an actual proper cabin in the future as well, where we're gonna have to cut a bunch more trees and then do a whole tutorial video on how we build the actual cabin. Let me know down below if you guys want to see that, because this was just a quick build. Overall, didn't turn out super nice, but it got the job done what it needed to be done. So that's absolutely fantastic. Make sure you guys also subscribe if you guys want to see a future video of me and Benny trying to sleep in this thing and actually spend a couple of hours or a couple of nights inside of this nice looking garbage bag. That's what the new name for this thing is, the garbage bag hut. That's what we're gonna call this. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys want to see future videos of me and Benny building stuff like this, go subscribe. And also, if you guys want a tutorial video on how to build an actual like cabin that where there's like an actual wooden roof and everything, we can do that too. Just comment down below if you guys want to see something like that. We'll just have to spend a lot more time in the woods, which we would love to do. So if you guys want to see videos like that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That being said, that's going to be it for today. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.